Continuing the case of the strawberries and the yogurt, it's important to remember that there's a rule in the Gemara. The Gemara in Brachos, Daf Mem Dalet, teaches us the following. Whenever you eat two foods together, and one of them is primary, the other secondary for taste, for color, then you only make a bracha, on the primary food, and that somehow takes care of whatever you eat of the secondary kind of food. And so we do this all the time. We eat foods together. We eat a sandwich. We make a bracha on the bread, and it's poter everything. It's true that the bread is poter everything in the Su'udah, but the same food that we eat, you take a salami sandwich, say a motzi, you don't make a bracha on the meat. But if the meat is separate, of course we make a bracha on the meat. If we put mustard on the meat, we make a bracha on the meat, we don't make a bracha on the mustard. So that this rule of ikar and tafel, that somehow the bracha that you make on the ikar, well, this is the way I think that the Chazon Ish looked at it, that when you make a bracha on the ikar, that bracha applies itself also to the tafel. And even though that's not the bracha you might have made if you ate the tafel alone, nevertheless, the bracha that you make on the ikar, on the main thing that you're eating, is sufficient. And you don't have to eat. You have to make another bracha. Now it's important when you do this that you should eat the two foods either at the same time or very close proximity to each other. And so that you should try to avoid walking around between eating the ikar and eating the tafel, because walking around creates a distinction. Because the ikar has to be the main thing that we do in a group of activities, and the tafel has to clearly be secondary. But if you walk around between eating the first food and the second food, then it's as though these are two separate events and have nothing to do with each other. Once you've determined that you're in an ikar v'tafel situation, you have to remember that the bracha that you make after you eat, the bracha achrona, works the same way. You make a bracha achrona, whatever it was you made a bracha rishona on, and then, having made the bracha achrona, you don't have to make a special bracha achrona on what you ate alongside the ikar. You don't have to make another bracha achrona.